Hi guys, let me turn the music down. So yeah, did not mean to have to do a reboot right in the middle of everything. I had just told my husband that there's issues with my computer and that if my computer went down, I knew that Elizabeth would be in there, except you know what? Didn't give me a chance to get her in here yet. So anyway, today we are doing some more stuff with our planners. I did my planning video with you guys yesterday. I'm still arranging, sorry, I am still completely out of it. Anywho, hello Caprice, hello Wickabella and Crystal and Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. Let you guys know I was doing a reboot, so thank you so much. And I do know that Carla was first one in the chat, so hello Miss Carla Bostic, hello Miss Jen, hello to everybody that is here to see a little Q&A with our planners. The key part is Q&A. Me and Elizabeth, we can play with our planners all day long and find more fun things to do, but I want to help you, Elizabeth wants to help you, so we need your questions. So if you have any questions about your planners, what ideas we might have, how to do, what not to do, when to do, anything having to do with planning and crafty planning, please put that into the chat in all capital letters with a big Q at the beginning so that we know what's going on. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring Miss Elizabeth. I don't think I'm actually in that other part. Now it's going to take me a minute. I told you my computer went down. I'm having to try to do everything now. I need to go in there. Go in here. Let me get my camera set up over there so she can see me. That's the wrong one. I got to go in there and do that part too. Okay. Needless to say, I had a bunch, and that was not what I wanted to do. Let me go back to this piece so I can do the other one. There, that's better. Give me just a second to finish getting this set up and then I can bring Elizabeth on because I didn't have everything set up to be able to do that. Isn't that fun? Okay, I'm going to put you back on the intro video screen, so hopefully we will be done before the countdown gets finished.
Can you hear me?
Almost there, almost there. I promise.
Can you hear me?
Wrong camera, right camera. Okay, so I can finish up the rest of this stuff in just a second. So now I have gotten Ms. Elizabeth on this side. Let me turn off that.
There's a feedback loop.
I know there was an echo because I didn't have everything switched over yet, but now it should be good. They should only be hearing us. And why do I not have you up on the screen? I do have you up on the screen. Okay. I'm going to let you chat with them while I finish getting my stuff together. You know, I did have it together and then I think it was doing like a Java update or some stupid thing like that. But I'm going to go ahead and let them talk to you. You know what's going on. Anyhow, thank you, Miss Elizabeth. And thank you guys for being so patient with me. Every time I'm inviting someone new to come on, if they're not comfortable with doing live streams or anything, I let them know how wonderful you guys are because, yeah, I have issues and you are my guinea pigs and you are so super patient and I love each and every one of you. So I'm going to let Elizabeth chat with you for a bit.
All right. How is everyone doing today? If you like seeing things for the planning crafters, you can look up #planningcrafters on YouTube. Be sure to look up the hashtag and then click on a video, and then actually go into a video and click one of those hyperlinks, you'll get even more than if you just type this in the search bar. Don't know why, it is what it is, but click a video, click this hyperlink, and it'll take you to a bunch of videos. If you like posting and sharing and seeing what others share, head on over to the Planning Crafters on Facebook and sign up to join our little group over there. I also have some freebies in the files department, some months, days, more days, little doodle squares that you can fill out. You just cut and paste and foil if you want. That's super fun. So lots of goodies over there in the Planning Crafters on Facebook. And it's just called Planning Crafters. Okay, so you just hunt us down and fill out a couple of little questions and you're good to go. Definitely re-watch some of the older videos. We both do videos. I'm not very regular with mine. I don't even think I did one last month. I don't think I did a video last month because I'm terrible.
Yes, I know you did at least one because we did do our live last month. So I know you did at least one.
Yeah, I mean pre-recorded. I don't think I had to have done. I think I did one pre-recorded showing how to do this again because I did this during a live, and then I made more and I showed how to do those. I think during the live, which are super fun. I love these little dividers.
Yes. I have made so many of those. I think that was probably one of the first things that I made for my first planner in 2017, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I still have my... Well, okay, I did... How about this, Miss Elizabeth? And this is before I had my happy... This was actually just a regular... This is a 6-ring planner. And I've got a little bookmark that I made out of just a piece of scrap.
Coolness.
Yep. And you see that I don't really use this. I need to use this one again. I have been so bad. But yeah, okay, this is that clear. Okay, you guys, I know all of you guys love the Dollar Tree because you can get stuff cheap, right? This little divider here, which looks like I never did cut the edge. This was made out of one of those cutting mats where you get a 2-pack for, like, it was $1 at the time. Now it's $1.25, and I couldn't find any of the clear, but I just showed Elizabeth what I found. I went to a different Dollar Tree and they changed the colors. So this is what they look like. They come in 2 in a pack, and you can cut a bunch of these things down. So I've got my blue green that I love, and then I've got TARDIS blue, and they had some other colors too. So that's something I think is brand new, but you can make stuff for your planners for that. And I mean, look, it works perfect. It's thicker than regular acetate. And here's another one that I did, like what Elizabeth did, was with a piece of scrapbook paper that I loved all the sentiments that were on it, but I didn't know what to do with the darn thing, for putting on a card. So I turned it into a divider for one of my planners.
Awesome sauce.
Life isn't perfect, but your outfit can be. Same thing it was like one of those little snarky, one of those paper packs from Michael's, But Jenna, you can basically make anything you want to go in your planner. Make it fun to use, right?
Right.
So I'm going to look up into the chat and see if there are any questions yet. We have a question that is not craft related. I didn't even go up to the top, and that's Miss Amanda over at Pear Blossom Press wanting to know from Bethany, have you finished with the party decorations yet? And I'm just looking to see if there was an answer in here anywhere.
Yeah, she just posted.
Okay, cool.
Finished with party number 3 decorations. Just have to glue the pop-up parts to 6 stands. She should be done. I had to go to Michael's today to get more paper.
Yeah, I didn't go to Michael's today. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I went to Old Navy because I had ordered. You know how you can order stuff from Old Navy and they will ship it to you, and then if it doesn't fit, you can send it back?
Yeah.
Well, I tried to go by what their measurement said, and I'm sorry, but those shorts were way too big.
Yeah.
So I had to take them back yesterday.
I never have that problem. It's always too small.
Well, I thought I measured my waist the way it said. I think that people lie when they buy stuff, and that's why it didn't fix. Oh, I just saw your message on here, Miss Elizabeth. I am so sorry. It says I'm all alone over here.
That's all right.
Okay, looking to see if there's anything else I missed. Cordelia was wanting to know if they could hear you, and they could, and that was good. They're having difficulties. Yes, because it's me. Wickabella says, "Seen your haul, Crystal, and I am jelly." Well, she told me that she had a haul, but I haven't gone and looked at it yet. I'm still trying to get a video edited from where I made those 27 friggin' cards this weekend. Hello, Caprice. You could do more dividers using alcohol ink technique that you did yesterday. I think that question, that comment from Dawn was because you were wondering what to do. But yeah, I did see where you did that on acetate, and that was fabulous. But I'm even thinking do it on acetate and then laminate it so it's got protective on both sides and it's thicker. That would be fantastic. I mean, kind of like the, I've got some shakers. I've done some shaker things for my planner too, and be kind of that kind of a thickness.
Yep.
Wickabella says, I can make a planner, but never use them. Yeah, that's the problem too. Yeah, that definitely happens. Gloria went to the movies.
I want to go to the movies. Can't do anything. Car's in the shop.
I know, that sucks. I mean, Todd had to replace the gasket on mine because I had an oil leak, and I don't drive much, so we didn't notice. But he got that one fixed, and while he was at it, he bought the parts to be able to do a second car because we have a second. Well, we've actually got 3 Miatas. Only one runs right now.
Yeah.
Mostly because he gets busy with other stuff. Like I think he's actually going to be out in the yard this time. So what I'm curious about from everybody, and I would love for you to tell me, and folks that are watching on the replay, I will go back and put a time code down in the description saying where we actually got started so you know how far to skip ahead to. But go ahead and let us know down in the comments or in the chat what you've learned over the last 5 months, because we're starting on month 6 of using our planners, and I know a lot of you guys are following along with us and doing it too. I get messages from you guys all the time saying that we're inspiring you to get into your planners and use them. So I'd like to know what you've learned the most about planning or about yourself in planning during this time frame. I know one thing I just realized for me is that what I've been doing, this is kind of just a starting point on the conversation, guys. What I've noticed on me is I only put down finished projects in my planner. That's not helping me it's helping me stay accountable to you guys, and it's helping me to let you guys know what's coming up and what I've done. And mostly the biggest reason I've been doing the videos is, at this point anyway, is to stay accountable. I want you guys to know that I am doing what I said I was going to do. Because you know how that is. It's real easy not to do it. And this is probably the longest period of time I have ever had where I actually use my planner every single week.
Yeah.
There we go. I was thinking, why am I not zoomed in? Because I didn't fix that part. There, that's better. Now you can see what I'm doing.
I need to be ahead of the game. I think for next year, I need to have next year's planner done this year. So all I got to do is pick it up and use it. Because if I have to decorate it, I'm either decorating it and not filling it out, or filling it out and, not getting to the next month on time.
Understand that. And I started thinking about the same thing, because if I'm filling this out after the fact, yes, it's great that on Sunday or Monday I'm looking at the going week, I'm looking at the previous week to see what did I do, what do I have coming up. That's great. But another thing that I've noticed is, like, if I've got something due Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week and I don't look at this thing until Sunday, I forget. And I don't get started until the last minute. I do like doing it like this, where I get to decorate it each week and play, and it draws my attention back to it, and that's great. But I am thinking that something else I need to add into it is, maybe I need to find a better way of being productive. How many of you guys have worked a job and then for whatever reason stopped, and then you're trying to recreate the productivity that you did while you used to work a job? I think that's where I'm at right now. Some days I can get a lot done, and some days I don't feel like it, so I don't do it. And that's not what happens when you have to go to a job and somebody is and you're accountable to your boss. You do that, you get your butt fired.
Right.
So I need to
zero accountability.
Well, I'm trying to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always work. I mean, it is helping some, and you being on some new design teams now that you're on with Crescent Creation and doing that kind of stuff, and when you're on a design team, that definitely helps hold you accountable, and definitely does help with the productivity. But if you do like me and you don't look at your planner until like Sunday, and you've got something due on Monday and you forgot because you didn't look at the date, and all your days roll together, it doesn't work.
Yeah, and that only really works. See, Neha, I love that lady. I feel like she gives a lot of leeway, and at this point, I owe her a lot of videos, and I've got my stuff printed out for Monica Taylor's Tailor Made for You video. But it's the 7th, it's due the 10th, and I still haven't actually made the video. So, I need to hold myself more accountable, especially in the situations where it's not so, do this, it's due, or you're banished and stuff. So
yeah, I don't think most of the design teams are not going to be that big of a deal. Jamie from Not Too Shabby, she's awesome. When I got sick, I think I postponed my next video like twice, and then sent her a message saying, I'm sorry, first I had Creativation, then I've been back, and then I got sick and I haven't had a chance to get it. And she said, no problem, whenever. And I don't really know her well to know that that's normal or not, but that was super nice. And I have a feeling that Spellbinders is probably the same way, because they have so many people. I doubt that they're keeping really close tabs on everybody all the time, because I think last month was the first one that I finished up the club kit videos after the deadline. That's the first time I've missed the deadline, and next month it'll be a year. I think my first videos were actually due out in August, so I've been affiliated with them for right at a year now. Awesome. So I think what I need to do, because I do like this layout, it's pretty, it shows me what I got accomplished, but it doesn't really show me all of the things that I did to get that accomplished. I need to start doing I probably need to start doing daily sheets, but I've never used them because my schedule at my previous jobs has always been, you go in, you get your work done every day. I was on a phone line, so I needed to be on the phone from the time I got there. I didn't have a whole lot of little things that I was needing to get done. But maybe having a I've got some pages in my old planner, my 6-ring, that I could probably duplicate or create another version of. And this is probably one that would be good to do. It's got plan of attack. You put the title and the date, plan of attack, what your goals are for the day. It could be, for that matter, per project. This would be good for a project one. All the things that you need to do and any kind of notes extra. And maybe having that one a day. If I started off doing it as a record of how I'm using my time, because I found that in order for me to improve on anything, I need to see where I'm at first and then see what I need to do to get better. Does that kind of sort of make sense? And these are thoughts that are going through my mind, and I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else or if I'm just loco. My husband would say that I'm just loco. But this wouldn't be hard to make some pages to go in my planner, or for that matter, find some Happy Planner pages that are similar. I think they've got project pages, and Hobby Lobby has all of their planner stuff on sale for 40% off. I don't remember seeing anything like that this week, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn on my AC because I'm cooking. So hopefully,
very good idea.
Y'all don't hear it too bad.
Okay, so Dawn is saying, she says, pick a day in your planner and do it like it was a doctor's appointment you have to go to. That's what I've been doing on Sunday and Monday, and that's great for getting the next week planned, but not if you have something let's do the next day. I forgot that I had a Not Too Shabby Shop video due on Thursday until I looked in my planner yesterday. Yesterday, because I didn't actually do it on Sunday like I need to do, and I got so bogged down in all these cards I was making, and it was fun. It's like I went ahead and I did some fun crafty stuff, and that's good, because sometimes even making cards, and you love making cards, sometimes it can get to be like a job. And I've been knocking out videos a lot, which is great, and I have fun on each one of them, but I haven't really spent a lot of just playtime. It's been, let's make a card so that I can create a video and get that up. And anybody that is doing design team projects or has a YouTube channel, you kind of know what that is. Okay, Bethany says, got a split, got a meeting starting soon. Catch the rest on replay. Thank you so much, Miss Bethany, for coming and hanging out. And Dawn was wanting to know how Janine's planner's doing or looking. And I am looking at the StreamYard chat, the chat in there, which is a little bit behind what the YouTube one is. And one reason I do that is so I can put the comments up. I like being able to put comments up and call you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Dawn had Dawn's idea about using it as if use your planner like it's a doctor's appointment that you have to do. Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
You did this already. You put your planner video in your planner for you to do, but then you haven't done it.
Right. I do that a lot.
Okay, so Dawn was saying that's how I hold myself accountable and get things done. I have to have an appointment to get. I have to actually an appointment out of everything. I do know that a lot of planner people, they love their planners so much it's not that difficult for them, and they don't have all this other stuff that they're doing outside of their planner. Like when we're crafting, we don't have room on our craft table for our planners to sit there. It's not like when you're going to work. You usually have room on your desk to have your planner.
Yeah, I have room. I've got lots of room.
I have no space. I feel like I'm getting claustrophobic again. I got too much stuff around me.
I even have a spot for my planner when it's up here. And then it has been nice. I've been carting it around in my lemon bag so that I can fill it in if I get an idea or something.
You're doing better than me. This is all I'm doing. I haven't been doing anything during the week in it. I've got it sitting to the side. I've got it within access, but it's closed because I don't have any space. I mean, I have trouble enough when I'm making any kind of panels to have space where they're not going to get messed up if I have to wait for them to dry.
Yeah.
But those are a couple of the things that I really want to work on. I want to work on cleaning out my problem is I keep on thinking of more things that I want to do, and I have to get more productive in order to do it.
I know. I think I overwhelm myself, and I'm like, ooh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then I shut down because I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do this. Don't ask me why. I'm like, yeah, I get my own headspace, and I'm down for the count when I do that. And last month and was really bad. I mean, I didn't hardly do anything. I barely got up to make my lives. Those were the highlights of my day. It's like, oh, I'm going to my live. That's it. I just need to make it to my live. It's bad.
No, I get it. Absolutely. Like I even decided I was going to write more stuff in my planner, and now I'm trying to remember what was I going to write that I did yesterday. I did the plan with me yesterday morning, and a lot of you guys came by, and you guys are super awesome. And Wickabella does have a good point, and this is one thing I do know that planner people in general do. She says, make it a habit to look in your planner every morning while drinking your coffee as you wake up. Every morning as I'm drinking my coffee, if I'm sitting here, which is where I usually am, I'm usually having to clean up whatever kind of mess I was still working on the night before, right when dinner happened.
Yeah,
because Todd has only got this much patience. And it's like, if I'm on a live stream and it ends like at 7 or 7:30, he wants to be on the couch watching TV with dinner in his lap with me by 8 o'clock. So that means if we have to go cook, I don't have time to clean everything up. I'm working, like last night, I was working on a project I'm starting on for Not Too Shabby, because that one is due on Thursday, unless I change the date. But that one's due on Thursday, and I need to go ahead and get it recorded. And of course, I forgot, I did want to put something up on Wednesday too, and I haven't done it yet. So I'm also working on editing a video right now. That's what I was doing until 4 o'clock today. Editing a video to go up for you guys from Spellbinders. So it's kind of where it's like, I'm caught up, but I'm not. And I have this bad habit of not working ahead. And I need to do better on that. So if I create project pages like this page that I saw in my other old planner that I haven't used, but if I create project pages, maybe that would help me do it. Because I do great with everything that is on my computer too, but sometimes when you put so much stuff on there, it's easy to get lost. And Elizabeth's comment about getting overwhelmed, that is definitely a hard thing. Okay, so Janine was saying about her plan, because everybody's wanting to know about her planner. She says, I do what I need to do during the week on Sunday, but then slack. That's the same thing I've been doing when it comes to my planner. Absolutely. It's like I look at it the day of. I see, okay, here's all the stuff I did last week. Great. Here's the stuff I've got coming up. And then I share that with you guys so that if I don't do it, y'all can yell at me.
And we're so supportive. We're like, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm a major guilt person too. So of course if I told you when I was going to do something, then I don't do it, I feel guilty. So that's one thing that helps me. Put it on my breakfast bar? No, Todd would kill me. Mm-hmm. If I had one more thing on the counter in the kitchen, yeah, he would kill me. I need it in my craft space because Dawn was saying, put it on your breakfast bar. That's what I was referring to. You only need it in your craft space when decorating it on Sundays. Nope, because this is where I do all my stuff. If I don't have it in here with me, if I open it and it's in here with me, then it's going to remind me what I need to do. Great. But if I left it in the kitchen, he would he'd kill me. He was already irritated with me that as much stuff we both have basically got where we started different projects and we leave the stuff out because we're going to get to it and then we don't. I finally cleaned up all the stuff that I brought home from Creativation. And I haven't really gone through it all yet. But some of the stuff I'm going to be sending out to you guys, because that's another one of the things that's on my to-do list, is work on my destashing. So my problem with my destashing, and yes, it needs to be in my planner that I need to mail stuff out on whatever day, right? for my destashing, a lot of my stuff is, I don't know where I got it from, number one. I don't know what quality it is, number two. I mean, has anybody used all those stamps and stuff that were at Michael's? I guess it's G Studio or whatever. I had to throw away the inks because they didn't work anymore.
No, no.
Yeah, it's like they were just bad. I mean, it was cheap stuff and it was bad. So I've also got things that I got on like Facebook Marketplace years ago where someone said, here's a bunch of stuff. I'll ship it all to you for like $20. And so you go ahead and do it, but you have no idea what the quality is. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? Those of you that don't have a lot of craft supplies and just want something else to refresh it, knowing that the quality on each individual item is not necessarily that good, but only costing $5 or $10 depending on how much it is and what shipping. This is mostly shipping that's going to cost that. Because I'm thinking of doing some destashing like that. Me and Elizabeth both need to do that. Just to get rid of this stuff.
Yep, nothing wrong with a little destashing. I've seen people do it. I've bought stuff from people on Instagram and Facebook Marketplace. Yep.
Okay, so Jen DeCarolis says, I have my life scheduled and it works for me. It is pretty and functional. Well, you know what, Jen? Have you done any videos, #PlanningCrafters? Because all of us want to learn from you. I know that I struggle, and I know that I am proud of the accomplishments I've made so far. I'm getting better. I need to do more of like what Elizabeth does and do it kind of as an art journal, because that's a concept that I've had a very hard time wrapping my brain around. Jen also says, I daily work tracker and weekly personal tracker. So that was what I was talking about, having that daily page that may help us too.
Jen's got it going on.
Yes, she does. I need to see if she has any videos, because she needs to. And if you're not a member of the Planning Crafters yet, head over to head over to Facebook and join us over there, because we're all learning from each other. The reason that I kind of got with Elizabeth and said, do you want to start this, was because I had trouble finding anything specifically for crafters. There's lots of stuff about how to be productive in your life when you've got 3 kids that all have to go to different things, ballet and football and soccer and all of that stuff. Plus you're working a full-time job. Plus you're trying to keep everybody on track with their food and do menu planning, all those things.
All the things. I don't have that. My menu is whatever meat my husband decides he wants to cook or wants me to cook. He just yelled out meat in the background. So that's basically it. I have trouble getting him to eat any kind of vegetables. Yeah. So it's usually steak or like fajita steak. He always cooks on the grill, so we're great with that. But fajita steak on the grill, and then a baked potato, and the steak goes in a tortilla with cheese, and that's what we call a fajita with no vegetables. Okay, Jen says, not yet, but they will be coming. Awesomeness. And I'm assuming you do other types of crafting and everything too. So you know what? I would love for you to come and join me on you can be a guest crafter just like Miss Elizabeth is doing here now. Yeah. That would be super, super fun. Okay, so Wicca is apparently leaving. She is, I'm sorry. She says, okay, everyone, I'm lurking and driving home. You do that a lot. Yep, catching on her way home.
And Gloria says that Carla is watching on her TV and can't comment, but she sends you a hearty hello to everyone. That is so sweet. Okay, Gloria says, let me get back down to that. I live one day at a time. If I feel like doing something, I do it. If I feel like just doing nothing, I do it too. I need to be content with what I do and don't do. Yeah. I love that. And I have done that. And I'm at a point right now, it's like, there's so many things that I want to do that if I do it only when I feel like it, I'm not going to get any of the other stuff I want to get done. You guys already know I'm planning classes. There's a lot of things I want to get done to basically do them for you guys. And if I don't get busy, if I don't get caught up and ahead on what I already have as my commitments, I'm never going to get the other stuff done, and I know it. Okay, so our little Streamlabs bot just had a big reminder on here, so don't forget to smash the like. I haven't mentioned that so far today, so thank you so much, Mr. Bot. I'll take that back down. And I think this is cute what Miss Elizabeth's doing. She is doing some carousel horses.
Yes.
What set are you using, honey?
This is the Ornate Carousel by Hero Arts.
I don't know if I've got that one. I've got a couple of carousel horses and I don't use them.
Ornate Carousels.
I might actually have that one. I recognize the seahorse one. That is really cool. Yeah. That's another thing I need to go through. I got a lot of those magazines a while back. You know, the ones that only come from the UK that you can get at Joann's. I got a subscription to one of them at one point, and most of the stamps I have never used. Humongous stamp sets, but I never used them. Some of them I cut everything down into to be able to fit into my pockets. So like I think there's some of them that were like, you could put them into like 3 of the pockets. There's like 3 stamp sets all in one. So those are some of the things I need to put in my D-stash. So if you guys are interested in that, please put a comment that you are interested in the D-stash, and basically what you'd be paying for is going to be pretty much shipping, maybe a little bit extra because I want to have a round number, but it's going to be mostly shipping and whatever I can put in there. I'm thinking I'm going to cut down some of my pattern papers down to 6x6 size and ship them too. So yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Elizabeth, do you know what I did yesterday?
No.
I
was not a privy to your plans yesterday.
And here we are talking about plans, right? Okay, so yesterday I recorded part of a video. That one is for Not Too Shabby. At least I wrote something in my planner. That helps, right?
Right.
A little bit.
Carousels are super cute, and I've never used them.
Well, this is a good place to start.
Yeah, I thought I would decorate the month of June. No, July, because I did June. I did June today, earlier today. With the mermaids that were just sitting out on my desk. And I thought, oh, let's do a theme-ish.
You knew I would have to have another day where I can't find something. I have got a little plastic.
Promise,
container.
I don't have it.
Do what?
I said, promise, I don't have it.
Yeah, I need my stamp block.
I've got some. I would loan you.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get here that quick. Oh, Gloria knows what I did yesterday, a little bit of it anyway. She says, you had brisket for dinner and watched a movie on TV. And she is right. We had the last of the leftover brisket. Oh, that was right. We were going to put the pork on the smoker and didn't do it. So today I went on a bike ride. That's one thing I did. So I could go ahead and put this in my planner. I'm going to use Gina K because it always stamps dark, which is nice. Unlike my whatchamacallit, Memento Tuxedo Black. That was today. I did not do it yesterday. I used my Simon Hurley I used my Simon Hurley Tiny Hearts in my planner this time, Miss Elizabeth.
I like the tiny hearts. I gotta get
so cute. It was like just this little extra little bit of background color. I think that turned out pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I put a Nomi in there too.
Gotta put my remind Miss Neha that I got an order for Simon's newest stuff, because she hasn't sent me a bill, and I haven't fussed because she's on vacation. I'm like, oh, she's on vacation. I forget. The only thing Simon Hurley, not Simon Hurley. The Hero Arts are not photopolymer. They stamp really good, but they cling terribly.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I noticed with some of my older stamps is, like I said, I don't know the quality, but I can tell on some of them that they can't be photopolymer. And I think a lot of stuff that I've had for years, none of it was photopolymer. I don't know if it's just that the companies didn't switch over to photopolymer to begin with or what it was. But yeah, I know I've got some Hero Arts stuff that I wouldn't be able to tell what kind of quality it was, because I thought that's the way it was supposed to be.
Right.
And then I started getting some from some other companies where they're definitely using photopolymer. They're almost impossible to get off of the acetate to begin with.
Right.
They are so sticky, but those things, I don't think they'll ever die. Mary Landers says, I have a calendar, all I can manage, but I work full time, so that's pretty big chunk of time. Exactly. The only time I had on my desk at my job, I had one of those big desk calendars that was basically underneath my keyboard. And I would keep track if I had doctor's appointments, meetings, anything like that. But my job was one that I really spent almost, I'd say like 98, 99% of the time I stayed at my desk. And if I had any kind of reminders, it would pop up on Outlook and I'd get all of that. So I really didn't have a whole lot of extra. And the only time that I really needed to keep track of things was when I was still in school, and I graduated finally 20 years late. But yeah, I graduated in 2000. I literally took a 20-year hiatus. I met my first husband and actually in school, dropped out of college because one of our instructors said that neither one of us needed to be at that school because we were too smart. It was a secondary college, like a junior college, and said, you need to go over to this other school. I was like, okay. And then we got married, and then we got custody of his kids. And yeah, you don't have time, or at least I didn't think I had time to go to school. And I definitely didn't have the money to go to school.
Yeah.
So when I went back, it was like paying for each class as it came up. You just pay for what you can do. So it means you're only taking like 2, 3, 4 classes at a time. And then you went through the junior college first, and then you went to the university. Yeah. But finally got done. I think it only took me like 7 years on top of the time that I already had. Okay. Anybody have any other questions? I love all of the comments to let me know, what's going on. Mary says, I did the 20-year thing, but then kicked it into gear. Absolutely. So you took a break from school too, huh? Yeah, I needed to know what class I had when. But when you only have 2 or 3, it's not that bad. And then I discovered that they were starting to do some of them online, and that was fantastic. But that's been 10 years ago. Janine is trying to do 2 things at once. I'm making some cutouts with my Cricut. My mat isn't too sticky, so I'm watching it. I don't blame you. I have the same kind of problem with my ScanNCut.
Washi tape.
Yeah, sometimes washi tape works and sometimes it doesn't. And then when it does work well, then you kind of rip your paper getting it off.
Well, you're not.
But it's the same kind of thing when you're doing die cutting too. Yeah. Yeah, that's something else I want to do. I am loving these little crafty stickers, so I need to make some and then cut them out on my ScanNCut. Because I've done stickers on my ScanNCut before. I just haven't done them in a while.
Yeah.
So Crystal just set up a YouTube video, so Gloria's going to watch it after this. Awesome. And Dawn, you're in college? What are you in college for, honey? She says she's been in school for the last 9 years. Yep, that's about what it took me, I think. I was already in school before I met my husband, and I finished up after we got married, I think. We got married in 2011. I was in school in 2006. So yeah, the entire time that he knew me before I graduated in 2014. So yeah, it took me that long. Mental health and human services, that would definitely take a long time. Absolutely. That's a lot of detail. Mine was just business. And a lot of it was stuff that I already knew from having worked in it. And if you're looking at what you're doing and try to take the other side's point of view, it wasn't that big of a deal. Um, a lot of the stuff I already knew from just being in a job for so long. Yep. Well, we've been on here almost an hour, and I feel like I've done all the talking, Elizabeth. What's wrong with you?
I just sitting here. It's, I'm not an interrupter, so it's like, okay.
And I'm a person that I hate dead air because I used to be on a phone. I was a phone rep. We weren't allowed dead air.
Yeah. I'm just going through and I'm using all of my hero art stamps to do the month of June because July. I already did June. I've got a video. I'm going to do the editing and it'll be posting. So we'll do a breeze through. I'm going to fast forward all the parts. But I stamped it with all of the whimsy stamps that was sitting on my desk. I was like, getting ready to put them away. I'm like, let me just make a video. And I did. It took me a little less than 2 hours to stamp and do all the things. This is what took a big chunk, trying to get the little frames in here, all hand drawn and fun. But a little bit of washi, all of the stamps. This one is one of my favorites. Just divide the paper, because I'm finding I don't take up a lot of room writing, so I can really fill it with space. And it still leaves me like this portion to write in for each item. So, and then this one gets a big space in this one because that's the end of it. And this page is upside down. So I didn't want the white on this side because I didn't want a big bar of washi. So I flipped and flopped and put it on the other side upside down.
And that mermaid, is that one Hero Arts or what?
No, all these mermaids are whimsy stamps.
Okay, because that one is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She is the Let's Be Mermaids, and she comes with these really beautiful scripty ones that says Dream Big Little Mermaid and Let's Be Mermaids, Mermaid at Heart, and Ocean Child. And it comes with the cutest little school of fish too, which I did use that quite a bit on the pages because they mix really well. Like these are two different sets. These are different sets. But and then these were from a different set, but they go with her so well.
What was the name of that one again? I'm actually doing might help if I actually spelled right.
She is the Let's Be Mermaids by Whimsy Stamps. And then, the little shadowy ones are super cute. And those ones are in the sweet and salty. Okay, these little dots are not staying put. Stay in your home, little bubbles. No, they're like, nope, we don't want to. You can't make us. Uh-oh. I just literally lost a dot. There you are. There. And there's a lot of detail. I just thought these were solid dots. I didn't realize there's like a little highlight that's
so they're bubbles.
Yeah, they are bubbles. They're not just faux dot bubbles, So guys are just, these are well used. That's why they're not sticking. These are photopolymer. These
Awesome.
guys. Yeah. The whimsies are. So I just thought, oh, it'd be fun to do kind of a theme. And so July theme is hero arts. So I'm just going to use all the hero art stuff in there. And yeah, so I'm on, I don't know, I'm on the hot dog. I just stuck all of my stamps to the back of my thing. Okay, there we go. So I have all the dragon-y parts now, but I did the carousels on the first page. So I'm going to put in my, just some ground and some clouds. And then just divide it however I feel like. Because you can write on top of your inked items. So
Absolutely.
that's the nice thing. Just use some lighter colors and go to town, like make your page. And this is a great way to test stuff out. Like, you're not sure what you want to do, you can kind of think of a layout, try it out on your page. If you don't like it, it's not really ruining anything, because you can just go over it. And these are homemade stencils, my little cloud stencils.
Good job.
Yeah.
So Gloria said, we can tell, Debbie, lol, I'm not sure which of the things that I said 6 minutes ago you were mentioning. So if you can tell us in the chat what it was that I said that you can tell about, that'll be telling about me.
Probably the dead air.
That could be it. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have to admit, when I'm watching a video and if there's too much time in between their sentences, I have a very hard time and I get bored very fast with it now, because I lived in a world where dead air was not a thing. We were supposed to get from start to finish on a call. It was supposed to take 3 minutes or less. So although you have to listen to find out what they need, that still doesn't leave you much time to get their solution done and let them know what it is and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wicca Bella said, red light. So she must have had a red light. I went to college when I was 35, graduated at 39, had my daughter in college at 37, and still graduated with a bachelor's degree in science psychology in 2016.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Jen said that she is in college and that her kid is in their second year of college right now, of graduate school. I'm sorry. She did it on a couple of different things. She said, my kid is in their second year of grad school. Wow.
Oh, I forgot to erase my numbers before inking. Ugh. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. Dawn said that you don't like dead air. Yep. Hello, Miss Shay. Shay is in the house. She says hello to me and to you, Miss Elizabeth, and to all of the chat.
Fabulous.
You know what's funny with my not liking dead air? That was one of the hardest things for trying to do videos to begin with, because I couldn't breathe enough to be able to talk much.
Yeah, it's okay if you have a little bit of pause. Just pop in a little bit of music.
That's what I was doing from the beginning. That's one reason why I still have that background music. Because I'll be honest, sometimes, you know this from your own sinus issues that you've been having this week, but I don't like the way I sound when I get all nasally. So the background helps to detract from that. Yeah.
I just apologize and be like, okay, we're sniveling today.
Yep.
Oh no.
What's wrong, honey?
It's not smooshing out.
Uh-oh. You're trying to do like a spritz?
Yeah, it's not spritzing. My spritzer's de-spritzing. Oh, yay. It just spritzed me. Not sure. Oh, it might be a little cloggy right there. Needle.
Well, while we are doing this, and I should probably bring myself back up. I've had you center stage because you were doing interesting things, and I'm not. But while I've been sitting here, I just got an email from Miss Erin Reed. Actually, it was a half hour ago, and I'm just now checking my emails. So she is going to be on with me next week, guys.
Cool.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to read through and see what details, but it looks like she might have something special for us for next week. So we're going to have some fun.
Fabulous.
So, yay, 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 yay. What else do I have planned going up? I should probably look at my planner and see if I've got anything else coming up this month. I don't remember. I do know that the next, you were saying something about working on something for Monica, and that one is due by the 10th, which I've already got mine up, and that was like 2 weeks ago I got mine done because I thought I had time. So it was like, hey, I have time to play with this stuff. And the circus was so cool. I love the circus one. So that was cool. Our next thing isn't due until the first week of July. That's another thing. Remembering to look at your planner and remember what's due the next week is a hard thing too. It's like you come to the end of something, it's like, yay, I'm done. And you're not. And you forget, oh yeah, I got stuff due next week. Let me get this done.
Yeah, we have the our photos for the thing are due the 10th.
The photos for
Monica.
The intro for June?
Yeah.
Okay, because whenever we do, I've already given her the link for my videos, and I've already got all the pictures and everything posted in the album.
Yeah, see, you're on top of it because it's due on the 10th, and I haven't done mine yet.
Yeah, the reason for all of that is because I was doing it for 2 years, and she did this one a little different than she normally does. Normally, it was like on a set date, and we all did our stuff the same day. This time, she said that she wanted us to do like an introduction to being back on or being on the team kind of introduction video, and it needed to be done sometime before the 10th. So when I had a little bit of time in between things, that's when I did it.
Yep, I still need to do mine.
Yep.
Okay. So the splotties went through to the other side.
I can't wait to see what you do next month.
Which is funny. It's the same splotties. It's almost the same paper, but it didn't go through on this side, but it really went through on this side.
That's weird.
Like, So let me think. What am I going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the splotties on this side too. So they look. Yeah, it's not working. It's flinging out of the cap. I'm not even going to have to spray it. It's just flinging out. Hopefully they're not all like that. I leave them on their sides. I'm not sure what's going on. There. Yeah. So now it looks like it's supposed to be like that. I just inked up my stamp. Yay.
Been there, done that. Dawn says, oh my gosh, I made homemade paper last night and it came out awesome. It was all dry this morning.
Awesome sauce.
I want some.
I need to make some.
I have never done that. I've thought about it. And then, I used to do paper mache, so it's not going to be that much different. I mean, it is, but it's not. You know what I mean? But I also know it's going to make a mess of my kitchen. So that's one reason why I haven't done it.
Yeah, I need to get a blender just for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, and Sherry D is in the house. Hello, Miss Sherry. And you had told me that Dawn did her first video. So yes. I still need to go back and see that. And I'm also wanting to know, did you do a video of making the paper?
No, she didn't.
Well, she should have.
I know, right?
Crystal is saying, Dawn, I want to learn how to make homemade paper.
Yes. I will probably finagle her to come alive with me, and so we can do it on a Mystery Monday.
Can I join?
Yeah. Yeah.
You knew I'd ask for that. And that would also make it so that I actually do it.
Yeah, we need to get the supplies. I need to get a blender first because I don't want to use my good blender.
It's possible to clean it really, really, really well. And are we just, for the blender, is it, and Dawn, you can probably be best to answer this one since you've done it before, although I think Elizabeth knows the nitty gritty of it too. Is it just the paper that we're going to be blending, or are we putting other stuff in there? Because I'm trying to remember what all did I do when I was making lots and lots of paper mache. I think what I wound up using, I remember what I wound up using. There's a kind of, I used a drill, number one, and there's like a paint stirrer thing that you can add to it. And I was doing it all in this huge bucket because I was doing that much paper mache.
Oh, why didn't her horn stamp?
Her horn didn't stamp? Okay, now I took you down as being center stage and then I came back up, but I had to put you back up. So Dawn said she did buy a separate blender. So yeah, we got to try that out. And if I'm going to make a humongous mess, I might want to take like my camera and stuff into and use my laptop and go into the dining room, put plastic over the dining room table because that would give me space.
I'll have to clean my workstation a little bit
because that's the only way I'll have enough space. I mean, I was at one point going to try to do some resin tumblers in there, but again, it's where I had trouble figuring out how I was going to do the camera and the lighting and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, I've upgraded stuff since then, so it probably wouldn't be as big of a deal other than lugging it all in there from in here, because I have everything like behind my computer up against the wall. So everything stays. My whole setup stays. I'm just like I know yours does.
Yeah.
So Miss Amanda is back. She had to play Mom's Taxi. Okay, so Dawn said that for the paper, because she said that it's the paper that you have to, grind up. It's the paper, but the paper has binders and such in it. So I got a blender for $2 at a thrift shop.
See, that's what I need.
Yeah, what I was using to make paper mache, though, was cellulose material. It's basically a type of insulation. Not the pink stuff. The pink stuff is itchy and has fibers, fiberglass fibers and stuff in it. But this was a cellulose type, and I got it like at Home Depot, and that worked great for doing all my paper mache and stuff. I just haven't done it in a while. So yeah, she said that she got a blender for $2 at a thrift shop.
That's what I need to go see if I can find it. Just a cheapie, so I can leave it up here, and if I forget to wash it, I'm not going to cry about it.
Exactly. And Dawn says,
Crystal,
it wasn't too messy. I did it on the table, used a tote for the water and pulp, and my frame was only a 5x7. Cool.
Oh, so I need to make a frame too, huh?
I know it needs some kind of screen, and I think I have like regular window screen, like the plastic kind. I think we have some of that in the garage because Todd bought it to rescreen a couple of windows at one point. Because he's not going to pay for anybody else to do the stuff. He does it himself.
Right. It's actually not that hard to rescreen.
My problem with my husband yeah, absolutely. It's not that big a deal. He does a lot of the stuff himself. And the problem with a lot of it is that he kind of is more of a perfectionist than me. So yeah, everything has to, there are projects that are not done because he wants them to be done perfect.
Of course.
Like at one point he lost his job and during that time he retiled the entire floor. I did not know him yet. The baseboards are still not up. because he needs to make some more that are going to be replacements for some of them, and he needs everything to be stained and urethane matching completely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted a bookshelf, so he built it for me instead of having us go buy one. That is just kind of who he is.
Yeah, I would build one if I had the materials and stuff too. Um, Unfortunately, here where we're living, it is such a weird configuration and the floor's uneven. Mm-hmm. We just used the bookcases they had, and then I went and bought some cheap plastic shelving.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to stay here. And so I didn't want to spend a lot of money for custom shelves in a place we're not staying.
Yeah, exactly.
I totally get the custom shelf thing.
And I don't know that we're 100% sold on staying here. I mean, he's been here for more than 20 years, but they're putting a new, what do you want to call it? It's toll road.
Oh, no.
About 100, I think he said it's like 100 yards from here is where it's going through.
Ugh.
And we don't know what the noise is going to be like, which is one of the reasons for all of the big bamboo and stuff in the backyard.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have been on for over an hour. I know everybody wants to wait for Miss Elizabeth to finish her pretty page, but other than that, do you guys have any additional questions? I did put a comment up on the screen. Amanda said I made some handmade paper once. She put flower seeds into the pulp.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen some of that I think that you're able to actually grow it from, which I think is super cool. But regardless, I think that is gorgeous.
Yeah, I want to go pick up some flowers and dry them.
Oh, and put that into it.
Yeah. I think it would be super fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So when I get a blender, I'll let you guys know and we can make paper.
Yeah, I think I probably need to get a cheapo one too. I also need to get a cheapo convection oven or toaster oven or something.
I got one of those. I love it for my polymer clay.
Well, if I had thought about it when we replaced the one we had because it wasn't working quite right, I think it still would have worked fine for crafting.
Yeah. And
it was like, I think it was probably like 30 years old or something. But when we got a new one, I should have kept the old one.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about it.
We got one because where we were living before we moved here, we didn't have a stove. And so we got one of those little toaster ovens, and it's well used. I mean, we used that sucker for a lot of food. And then when we moved here, we weren't using it at all. And I'm like, I'm taking it upstairs.
Yeah, we use it all. We use ours all the time. That is exactly why. I'd have to get another one. And I should have kept the old one, and I didn't even think about it.
Well, when you get your new one, put that one in the kitchen, and then take your old one and put it in your craft room.
Yeah, the one that we've got in there is expensive. So I would basically get one like at a thrift store or something. Go cheap. Yeah. Okay, so next week we have Erin Reed. I don't have anybody else scheduled for the rest of the month, but I do have a couple of people that still have to get back with me.
Awesome.
The clubs, I need to get those videos. I'm just looking at my planner while I'm waiting to see if anybody else has any other questions. And while you finish up that prettiness over there, see what else I have going on. And you should be telling us what you've got going on too. I've got one video for Not Too Shabby this week. I'm going to do another one next week. And that's about the time that the new release for the month of June comes out from Spellbinders, which that always comes out on the 13th. So around the 13th, 14th, whatever is going to be, which is the beginning of next week, is when I'm going to be doing start sharing some new projects using the June new release.
Cool.
It's like every 2 weeks I've got a new release. I mean, it's fun. It means I get to play with new stuff all the time, but it also means I need to rush to get all my stuff done because I didn't say yes to as much stuff this month, so that should help me get ahead on next month. So that should be good. But I still want to give you guys some stuff to watch too. Otherwise, you'll forget that I'm here.
I know, right? I'm doing.
Which, while I'm thinking about that, that means I can probably say yes to Kendra. Because Kendra has a video hop coming up.
Yeah.
So I can probably say yes. I can. I need to see how many projects do I need to get done this month, and then go forward from there. Because if I go ahead and say yes right now, it'll turn out that I don't really have the time to do it, and I will have forgotten.
Yeah, I'm not saying yes to anything other than what I'm already committed to, because I've been flunking in that department. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do something and then stress myself out more than I already am.
Exactly. So when we have to say no, that's exactly why. But there's some people you just can't say no to.
Yeah.
So anyway. I'm going to bring you back up because you're coloring your little dragons and they're so cute.
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, look at that. That is adorable.
Just get him a little bit of color in there. Some blues and greens. And yeah, just. And you can leave them not colored, so you can stamp them. And then, like when I'm filling this in July, I can actually take the time and color then. But I was like, I want to color these now, so that's what I'm doing. I just felt in the mood to color these little cuties.
Well, I have to say thank you to Miss Dawn. She says, how could we forget you, Debbie? Well, you know what? I'm trying not to give you an opportunity to do that.
That's right.
That's why Elizabeth mentions me every time I come into the chat. One reason why when she comes in the chat, I always make sure I say hi to her. So you guys know, go check out Elizabeth's channel because she's awesome, right?
On occasion.
Okay, well, we're just, I don't think we've got any more planner stuff to talk about. Nobody else is actually asking questions about that. We started talking about making paper.
Making paper. Yeah, we're going to have fun making paper.
Yeah, Amanda says Goodwill blender.
Yep.
And there is a Goodwill like within 3 miles that I've never gone into the shop.
There's a Goodwill up my road, but I don't like it. So I will be finding a different one to shop at.
Yeah, what I wound up doing is I have donated stuff at the Goodwill, but I haven't actually gone inside. I don't even know what their shop looks like, to be honest. But I know that there's one up the street.
Yeah, I don't enjoy going into places, and when you ask for assistance, they snarl at you like,
that's all right.
Heaven forbid I asked a question. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, Dawn is saying that is a great idea, Elizabeth, doing a 2-page spread. So you did a 2-page design like that. That is gorgeous. You did an awesome job, honey.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna on all of the pages just pop in some Hero Arts stuff because I've got a lot of their stamps that I don't use very often. So I was like, well, let's get those out and use them up, and then when I'm looking back at my calendar, you know, further down, I will be like, oh yeah, I've got those stamps. Let me use those. So.
Yeah, at one point when I was going through all of my stuff to see what I had and kind of doing a reorganization thing, I stamped on a piece of white cardstock to go in the sleeve so I could see what it was. And then about 2 hours later, I'm still playing with some of the stuff I hadn't actually put away yet.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. It's called rabbit hole.
Yes.
I definitely get stuck down the rabbit hole. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to call it for the night. It has been 49 minutes. Well, it's probably only been like 30 minutes since we actually got to start because it kind of had those tech issues at the beginning. Thank you guys for being such a wonderful sport. Well, my computer decided, oh my God, I have to be rebooting, which is not fair.
I know, right?
Anywho, and thank you, Elizabeth, for being a good sport and helping me out with this again this month. You are super awesome.
Absolutely.
And if I have to, I can start harassing you and reminding you, have you checked your planner? Do you have things you have to do? But I don't
Yeah,
really want to do that. You want me to harass you?
you can harass me because then
Okay,
I'll say, I don't know what you do.
I am going to start harassing you then, and we can get going with that kind of stuff. So you need to let me know, what projects do you have due? Not right now, but later on. Message me, email me, whatever, and I will start trying to help hold you accountable by reminding you, hey, you have stuff due.
Yeah, like
If you think it'll help and it doesn't irritate you, then that's fine. I don't like doing anything that's going to irritate people. So
yeah, I don't know. I think I just need that. Like, hey, you said you were gonna do this, you better get on it, you know.
well, it's kind of like what I was telling you about when we had a job. When we had a job, our boss, if they didn't see us working the entire time we're supposed to be sitting there, they would get on to us. And
Right.
then there's the term metrics that I didn't know what the word meant for years, because nobody told me what the definition was. I didn't know what they were talking about. They just said, yeah, my metrics said, I was like, well, what is metrics? And
What
I
is
finally found
metric?
out when they let me learn how I could actually check my own, because it was all in the computer. Everybody could check their own metrics. And I'm one of those people, I want to always be improving, and I would always want to be, yeah, I want to see where my colleagues were and how I was doing compared to them so that I could get better. That's just
Interesting.
kind of, yeah, that's me. But I didn't know what metrics were, and then I kind of got bogged down in them. You don't want to get too bogged down so that you're not having fun. We want to
Right.
have fun while we're doing our planning. We wanted to have fun while we're doing our crafting. And I love getting to hang out with you, even if my mouth does not always work properly.
I know. It's like, work with me.
What's the number one thing I edit out on every video? Todd laughs at me. There would be times when it's like, I just can't speak. My words just do not come out right. And then I was like, okay, I am editing that out. And I say that as I'm recording.
Yep. Well, you got to find that spot. You
Yep.
got to listen for that. Edit this out. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it works. It works.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Remember, next week we have Erin Reed coming right here on this channel to hang out and craft with us. And before we do that, I am definitely showing that off. Let me get my cursor in the right spot. Here is Miss Elizabeth's layout. That she was busy crafting while I was busy talking.
See, we're a good compliment. We got a lot done.
Teamwork, absolutely. And I just noticed one page is lined and the other one is a dot grid. So she's using two different papers, and
yeah,
this looks awesome.
There's even it's got this pre-stamping at the top that said notes. I'm like, it don't say notes now.
Except you could definitely add your notes onto that. That is absolutely gorgeous.
But I'm just going to put little numbers on here. There's going to be 3 days here and 4 days here. And then I'm just going to fill out little sections. And just go that way. Just have fun.
You can tell Elizabeth doesn't really need any kind of direction for her to get some crafting done.
No, I just...
Yes.
just
you are easily inspired.
I kind of am. That's the problem. It's like, oh, I want to do this. I want to. And then I'm like, I can't do it all. Slow your roll. And then I'm down for like a month and a half. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, you are awesome, honey. Well, you guys have a great day and a great week. I will be seeing you again day after tomorrow, unless I can get another video up. Well, I'm hoping to get another video up sometime tomorrow. Downside means that if I release it tomorrow, my members don't get to see it early, but everybody else would. So yeah. I don't know. Like, I kind of don't like doing that, but I also want you guys to see the awesome cards that I made, and I did 27 cards from one stamping session. Oh my God.
Some sauce.
Yeah. So I'll have that, and I will have another video up using the fun stuff that was in the box of the month from Not Too Shabby. That's going to be on Thursday. And of course, I've got more stuff coming up later on in the week if I can get stuff finished. Miss Elizabeth, what are you doing the rest of the week?
Tomorrow, we are doing a light up shaker card with these stamps. We're going to redo these. We're going to do a light up shaker.
That means she listened to us last night.
Oh yeah, I heard you. I was just like, I'm not doing it right now because I made 5 as it was. You know, we
gorgeous.
had fun. So yeah, I'm gonna pull these stamps out again. We're gonna do a shaker / light up card. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'll be hanging out at Crescent Creations channel at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna check their shop, see what's in stock that I have available, and play around. And then this Saturday is our Crafty Zoom. So there is going to be only one YouTube live Crafty Zoom and one private. Anybody in the group can sign up Crafty Zoom towards the end of the month. Both of those are up in the Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends Facebook group. So you can get signed up if you want to join. But yeah, that's what I'm doing this week. Lots of fun stuff.
And just as a reminder, because I just thought about it when you said Crafty Zoom, Amanda at Pear Blossom Press also does a crafty type of... Okay.
You're frozen.
My phone must have just died.
Oh, I was like, you're frozen. Wait, what am I looking at?
So now we can look at this one because that was wrong. Thing is, I have it plugged in, but anyhow, Amanda with Pear Blossom Press does a crafty noon, is how she calls her crafty thing, on Sunday, and that is usually around 4 p.m. Eastern. She's on Central Time, so I think it's 1. Anyway, she does one of those, and it's basically the same kind of thing that you do, Miss Elizabeth, where everybody is just hanging out. So you guys are welcome to do that. Just go over to Pear Blossom Press's website, and there is a link up at the top so that you can go in and hang out. Nice. So I'm going to rewind when I get a chance and hear all the stuff that Elizabeth's doing, because I should have been taking notes and try to keep her accountable. We're both working on keeping ourselves accountable, each other accountable, and any of you guys that need help keeping accountable, go over to our Facebook group, join in the fun over there, and let us know what you're working on and what you'd like some help keeping accountable on in your planner. So you guys have a wonderful night, and we will chat with you later. Bye, guys.